right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Damage Control. This is Mookie, joined with Delgarn and Darth Beaver with another Sunday edition of our roundtable discussions on Marvel Strike Force. So we want to go ahead and just talk about the latest events that's been going on this past week and also what's coming up on the horizon. We're definitely going to dig deep into the Nova Scourge event and just kind of going into the pros and cons about it, kind of get the guys' opinions on what they thought about its rollout, and we'll jump into the Cosmic Crucible side of things as we're getting prepared for season number 3, and briefly also go into like defense and offense setup, so stay tuned for that as well. And then we'll close off with the Incursion Raid, just preparations as far as on what we're thinking about doing within our Lions groups as far as prepping for that. And yeah, so with that all being said, let's introduce the gentleman to the show. Good morning, Delgarn. How are you doing, buddy?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good, man. And how about you, Darth? How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm actually a single dad this weekend right now. My wife and my oldest daughter are out in Dallas, so they're doing a basketball tournament over there. So it's kind of funny. I feel like I got more energy as far as like with less interruptions of going. So I might be a little bit more enthusiastic, I guess, or a little bit more energy. And it's not downplaying. I don't know if my wife might be catching right on the stream just quietly or something. But if you're there, I do miss you. But everything's all good. But yeah, I'm working on, I've been just doing a bunch of house projects here and stuff like that. So there's always a honey-do list, right, when the significant other leaves. So I've been busy. All right, let's pull up the gameplay here. So I want to start off going right into the main excitement of what's been going on the past few days. And that's this Nova event here. So we're talking right before we're recording and just kind of getting our initial thoughts and opinions off of it. And overall, I've only done one run previously before I kind of saw the issue, what was going on with bio. And I want to say usually Dark is always running out of the gates, and I didn't notice when the release came out. Were you able to jump on it right away where you were trying to race through it, or what was your approach on this particular?
It was my birthday, okay?
Yeah.
I took off early from work to come home specifically to play the Nova Scourge for my birthday.
Yeah.
And as I pulled in, my wife and daughter walking out of the house, and my daughter goes, "Daddy, we're going to the park. Happy birthday. You should come to the park with us." So I didn't sit down and play. I went to the park with my daughter and had a good time with my family for my birthday. I figured in 10 years, the memory from my birthday that'll last will not be unlocking Nova. It will be taking my 5-year-old to the park because she wanted to do something with me since I was there. And that won't last forever. So that's what I did. But when I got back from the park and after we did cake and after we did the bullshit, hell yeah, I dove face first into this and then I cried. It was hard. It was hard because I was thinking like the other Scourges. I'll do level 8 and I'll put on no Scourges and I'll blow through it and get my points and then I'll decide what to do from there. Well, this one works different. It's harder with no Scourges. Like every bit of it is harder with 0 Scourges. I think I completed 9 of the 10 nodes and then backed out and was going to try again with some Scourges on before they took it off, before they took the game down, the mode down for that 2 or 3 hours that they did to decide what they were going to do, in which they didn't do anything except for remove the leaderboards because of the weird interaction and how much turn meter bio characters were getting with all of those bio Scourges on. Yeah. So I did a regular hard face smashing node the first night, and then the next morning when I woke up, there were some videos posted that I watched before I went in explaining that bio characters were gods during this when you turn on all the Scourges, and that's going to basically make life easier. And then I did it. I turned on all the Scourges except one and had blast and beat it on difficulty 8, basically spamming bio characters where you can. I did every Scourge except for the whatever Dorky Dad recommended, the one that removes positive effects and heals for 10% per positive effect removed.
Okay. And then for you, Dale, I mean, did you jump in also previously realizing what was going on, or about the bio situation?
I think I ran. I can't remember. I ran difficulty 7 with the Crucible Scourge the night he came out, or the next morning. I can't remember. I think may have been the next morning, and then I finished it up throughout the day with Dorothy's dad's recommendation on scourges and teams. And it was a little challenging, like I was saying. The first Cosmic was a bit challenging, but changing the Infinity Watch made it really easy.
Yeah.
A few, then there's a couple tries, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Well, this is where I kind of started and left. So I only did one run. I was ideally, I didn't even pay attention to the reward. I thought it was going to have to be like 1 mil to get the best score to complete the milestone. So I didn't look beforehand to realize that you actually got to crank it up to 1.3. So this is kind of where this is exactly how I jumped in. Just not doing any type of research, looking at anything. I just assumed, okay, 1 mil is what I need. So I just kind of pick and choosy certain scourges at level 7. But now with the new information and things that you guys just kind of brought up, it's the best play for someone within my. You guys kind of know where my levels are at. So, but like you said, Darts, it's you went into difficulty level 8 is where you're at, and then you say
Yes.
all the scourges is what I should be selecting.
All the scourges but one.
Okay. And
Let's see. We'll know when we come to it.
Okay. So.
If it's that power dynamics
The
it's up a
power
couple.
dynamics, the
Right there.
10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
On character, yeah. That way you keep your offense up and your Masters of Evil works properly.
Gotcha. Okay. So then that's kind of
Um,
the direction that I've kind of been hearing a little bit also on Dorky Dad's video. I haven't caught. You said Reminix has a video out there as well, though.
Yeah, he came up with one yesterday, I think it was, and it's a little less scourges, but you have to complete all the nodes. With these scourges, you only need to complete 9.
and if you turn on that last one, you only have to complete 8.
Okay.
But the 9th one's really easy. It's the second Cosmic one, and that one was
So
incredibly
your Infinity Watch will walk it.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe later I'll do a little run here on the show as I kind of wind out, but I won't take it on this first half of our show. But that was just kind of preparations, and that's the theory that crafting everybody's been working with. So I know the 3 main content creators that are posting some videos that are already out there in depth will be Dorky, of course. I think Mobile. I think you shared something like that with us.
Mobile's got a good one.
Yeah, Mobile and Reminix. Okay.
And mobile's
And Mobile,
just small.
Mobile does the run with all the scourges. Yeah, he does the run at difficulty 8 with all the scourges and completes 8 nodes to get the score.
Okay. Cool. And then to kind of close off of that, because there is no leaderboard, you basically are just kind of hitting to target to clear the milestones, and it gets you. Was it a 6-star or what's the final?
4-star.
4.
It's
4
a 4
stars.
4-star.
Okay, so
It gets you that extra 80 shards to get you to 4.
Okay. Cool. And then at that point, you're not really racing anybody else. There's no leaderboards until they. I think that's kind of the latest thing is that they're gonna rerun this later in the week.
It starts Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, before this one ends even.
Okay, so you got to Wednesday to take advantage of the bio.
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is it's going to be a short period. It's not to be a full week like the normal first scourge is. It's only like 4 days, I think.
Okay, to chase the leaderboard rankings, you have 4 days
Yeah.
for that. Okay.
Yeah. We've had all our practice runs though, if you think about it that way.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. And then the other thing that's developing here come tomorrow on Monday is going to be the Cosmic Crucible season number 3. So jumping over here, I haven't dug deep yet as far as, theory crafting and looking into anything as far as the defensive setups yet, nor like the room. So I wanted to do that here quickly with you guys so we can kind of prepare ourselves, and anyone that's watching can kind of chime in as well if they're curious or have questions. So let me bring up this other window just so we can kind of have a little cheat sheet as a little reminder. So this is the season 3 that Benny Westside's infographic has broken down for each of the rooms. And I usually kind of like starting down on, the room 6 area to kind of see what, because in past that's kind of been like more the beefier defensive room to go against. So in this particular season, they have it listed as Fated Reunion. So on defense and offense, military characters on turn, if at least one rebirth character is an ally, gain barrier for 5% of max health. Symbiote characters on hit, if at least one rebirth character is an ally, apply bleed to that enemy character. Rebirth characters gain revive once at 40% health. So it's kind of giving the impressions as if this is going to be a rebirth defensive room.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to look at, this is your initial thoughts right here. This is Darth Beaver's initial setup. So there you go with the rebirth, and then you applied Quicksilver.
Yeah, because naughty Captain America's trash.
Yeah. So
We'll see if that throws anybody off.
No, I got you. Okay. Yeah, so you got that
I
set up.
remember, I think Zemo was the one they suggest. Like a lot of people were suggesting to switch in, but I can't remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess
We'll
either
see.
or would work. Yeah.
Right.
I haven't.
I'm using Zemo in my portable shield room.
Yeah, you got him over there. In room 1. Okay.
I
So
need to switch him to Fortifier.
Yeah, we'll see. So that's what's going on in room 6. Room 5, building momentum on defense and offense. The special abilities cost 2 more ability energy. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less. When an enemy character dies, gain 1 ability energy. So this is kind of what we ran into right on the 32 team tournament. That a lot of people were using the APOC code or some type of combination of dark code, whether it also be like Doom. I saw some people put Doom in there. So going back, I didn't. But in this case,
I got the wrong team in there probably.
Okay.
I had to put Gamma in somewhere. And I know that really messes with Red Hulk with it not hitting his special on turn 1, whether it speeds up his damn ultimate or not. So that's the room I'm probably going to change. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I really want my Gamma on defense still.
Yeah, you're just trying to decide which one is the best. Okay.
They might go into 1 and something else might go into 5.
Yeah. All right, and we move on up to the room 4. So vibranium tuning on defense to Wakanda characters gain 60%. I'll just stop right there. We already know that's Wakanda. And that's kind of, this is going back in our previous conversations, right, about how it just felt cookie cutter. And so lo and behold, it's kind of forcing us to just put the Wakandans on there, which in past, what was the counters that people started using? Was it Mole, right? The Masters of Evil?
Yeah, MOE, Darkhold. If it was a huge Darkhold, they could beat it. And that's what I choose. I don't like Killmonger and M'Baku. I don't care about the extra revive that M'Baku gets, or I don't care about how much extra damage most people's Killmongers put on there, because I think that my Nakia puts out more damage than most people's Killmongers.
Yeah, with the MOE counter, it doesn't really matter what you put in there.
Yeah.
Right, and exactly. And everybody's throwing MOE at it, and it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we move on to number 3. We got the creeping spiders.
I mean, now we're at the same spot we were last season, basically. Your
Yeah.
rooms 6, 5, 4, and 3 are going to be rooms 42 and 1.
Yeah, so this is that Tangled Eternal.
Tangled Eternals.
Yeah, there you go. And you got him up over here. And just thinking, I think the new counter now.
Eternals.
Yeah, it's New Warriors, right? Should now become the new counter
Right.
off of this one.
Yeah, so a lot of people are thinking.
5-piece New Warriors.
You know, a lot of people are thinking once majority of the player base has their new warriors built, they're going to take this off defense, because whole new warriors team is just going to destroy this,
Yeah.
and it would be more useful as an attack team at that point. Because if they're destroyed so easily every week, there's not a point, because they're still a good attack team, and maybe 2 attack teams at that point.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's two offensive teams.
Yeah, that has me thinking.
But we'll see.
I think, yeah, for me, I think I personally would leave it on just to take the new warrior away. And it's kind of getting to the point, I think that's the mindset that Darts is trying to get at with his Gamma, trying to find the right room or type of Gamma. Because that was the one particular team that the new warriors can also, the new 5 new warriors can go ahead and counter.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to strip them away and kind of cause the opponent to pick and choose between these two. I think those are going to be the big defensive room gauntlets. It's going to be Gamma, and then forcing them to use new warriors on that Tangled Eternal. But we'll see. I mean, this is all speaking ahead, just thinking out loud. And then, of course, and that's kind of the same theory, I guess, as far as leaving like the unlimited X somewhere on defense, kind of like within this triangle here, Gamma, Unlimited, Tangled Eternals, and then just trying to get some other filler room. Or I'll probably will keep Infinity Watch on defense just because of their annoyance. It's what I'll lean towards.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is going to look similar. We're forced to use in Rebirth and 6. It sounds like we're forced to using maybe that Darkhold team, some compilation of Darkhold and whatever beefy fifth you want. Wakanda, Tangled Eternals, and then pick and choose what you want in room 1 and 2.
Think
Well,
game
and
out.
room 2 is still a hero mutant room. Like, it's the same.
Oh yeah, right there,
Revives.
the resurrection. Yeah, the revives. Okay.
I'm thinking I'm gonna take Unlimited off defense because I think I will have more use. Because I had trouble beating people last season. And I think I need another good attack team.
I'm trying to think. What was the? There is an encounter that people started using. What's that? Secret Avengers with Kestrel.
The Walking Hate.
Yeah, the Walking Hate.
This is the Walking Hate.
Okay, yeah, I see. I never use that term. I always
You
hear it.
don't,
I'm
you
like,
don't watch
what?
enough of his.
Yeah, I miss it. Okay.
Yeah, like everyone calls it the Walking Hate on the Twitch streamers.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's because that's the guy's name, the name of his account that pushed that out there. I'm pretty sure it was his base idea.
Yeah.
But it's the Secret Avengers with Kestrel, Dormammu,
Okay. Got it.
and Fury. I guess the only Secret Avenger on there is fucking Cap Sam.
All right, cool. Well, that's all on the horizon. Jumping back into the game here for a second as I transition to the next topic, and it's dealing with the Alliance raids. We don't have it up on here, but pretty soon, according to the blog post that we'll close off the show with and just kind of summarize everything. But the incursion raids. So the incursion raids is popping off, and apparently it's supposed to, and I say that like supposed to because sometimes something isn't ready and they postpone it, but it's targeted for Wednesday. And that, let me see, I do have some graphics on it. So this is the map of it. And of course I kind of look at this because within my role, my alliance, I kind of start assigning lanes and things like that. And what I kind of got off of it, and we'll reread it, but I mean, it sounds like it's going to be in cadence. Like everybody's going to start off the same as far as starting. It doesn't matter if you're in lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. That it's going to be mutant, bio, skill, mystic, tech, and that kind of sequences for everybody. But when I'm looking at this, I can't really tell. I mean, there's some mutant right there on the left. Here's another mutant starting off in the middle. And then it's just weird. On the far right, I couldn't see where the mutant started. I mean, but anyways.
It's at the top.
It starts at the
it's
top.
a weird setup.
Oh, okay, so it is
It's
weird right
very
here.
weird.
Yeah.
People are going to be confused.
Okay, well, yeah. And that's all we need is some confusion, right? As it is,
Yeah.
sometimes when we have new lanes, got like 4 people jumping on the same lane. But anyways, but that's on the horizon. Now, if I can pull up, I mean, I'm kind of speeding here, but I guess I'll just jump a little bit. This is the one thing that I saw within the blog post that Benny even outlined on the infographic, and he's talking about some type of modifiers that they're going to add here. So there's like a difficulty level that you set up when you jump into the incursion raids, and as you work your way up, eventually you can start putting some type of modifiers. And it's kind of
Yeah, they're
similar
like
to
scourges.
scourges, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't want to break down each one of them. I mean that's going to be like later on as far as you start kind of testing out your teams. But it's just something worth mentioning. That's what's really going to be different here. But the reason why, I wanted to talk about the whole incursion thing, because the overall gist of the game and what we do here is just building, right? And whenever you got something new that just happened this week, and let's touch on that. Let me bring up the screen, because this is a question I had for you I haven't talked about. But it's this piece over here. We're talking about the gear tier 18. That's where the bonuses are really going to come from, the incursion, and that's kind of where we, and I guess I'm speaking to myself and maybe where you guys, as officers of our alliance, that we have to kind of motivate our alliance to start gearing towards and start pushing this, so that way we can all rise our rosters up together. But individually, starting with you, Dale, what do you think about the pricing of these? Have you been buying these yet?
Not gonna touch them.
I had that feeling. That's why I asked you first.
I'm waiting. There's It's at least 6 to 8 months, and I money gold is tight.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spend 200K a rotation on gear 18 pieces that I'm not gonna put on characters for a long time.
yeah. How
I'm
about
gonna
for
wait
you?
for I'm gonna wait for the sweatier people to go through Dark Dimension and figure out what tunes, because probably a lot of the tunes we're going to use are not even in the game yet.
And you, Darth, are you in the same position? Or are you itching to buy it?
New gear hit the store on the first day, and I got all excited, and I bought some pieces, and I spent a shitload of gold on pieces of gear, like Dell said, that I'm not gonna be able to equip for ages, and it felt bad. So it took me a minute, but I'm on Dell's page if I think I'm gonna skip the gold store price for those for now, unless somehow I run into billions of fucking gold. I need gold so many other places right now, especially in leveling characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just to get them ready to take on higher difficulties of the incursion raids alone, so I can get more of this gear 18. The gold's got to go to the character levels and to the gear that I can put on them, instead of to this, like Delta perfectly, to the gear that I'm not going to be able to equip for 8 months.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
Now, I'm not. I'm still like, I get excited when I see it, and I get disappointed that I don't have enough gold that I can't buy it. But that's just what that is. It's too rich for my blood, and the gold economy has shrank in the last 6 months, not expanded.
Yeah, no, it is costly, and I was curious about it because I really went the way you hit it, darts in the beginning. I saw that and I did get excited, and so I have been purchasing it, but then I did kind of slow, and I'm right in the middle now. I'm not full blown ignoring it, but I'm looking at what pieces it is. If it's Mystic and Mutant, I am buying those, and that's
Mm-hmm.
just being transparent. When I see something like this, I'm like, I'm not excited for it because I'm not even like using it up as it is with my current resources. So like the skills I'm not too worried about, but I just know the abundances that are out there with all the different type of mystic characters and all the different type of mutant characters out there, that I kind of feel the need that, hey, I might as well jump on early if that ends up becoming a bottleneck. So that's where I look and pick and choosy. It's kind of the approach I've taken. One way to look at it, but it just I kind of I kind of want to give credit a little bit in regards to the blog post, because like you said last week, Dart, this is kind of where they're stealing that, the Brotherhoods of the Storms and other people, where they start off their blog posts with the whole overview. So right here they talk about the whole plan. May 21st is the Orb Blitz that we're kind of accustomed to, that's currently going on or gonna go on after reset.
Today.
Yeah. Then we got May 22nd, to Nowhere Siege, Black Bolt Legendary Event, Brawn Blitz, Season 3 Cosmic Crucible that we just outlined. So make sure you get your rosters ready for that, as that kicks off tomorrow for Cosmic Crucible. 20 part of the 22nd is going to be Trials and Tribulations, spin Power Cores and Cosmic Crucible battles. And it doesn't really outline it here, and that's why I'm going to kind of go back and forth a little bit. So if I go back onto this calendar here that the Brotherhood set up, May 23rd on Monday, well, that's Tuesday, I believe. It doesn't say, but like, yeah, this Out of This Rogue, Wimple is just what I wanted to really get at, is that she's coming out. So this is all preparation for, we're talking about the 5 new warriors. So those that don't have her yet, definitely take advantage and be mindful that this event is coming out. So this is all about the raid battles. It's 6 days and open event orbs. So I can't even dice it other than just be mindful and kind of look into the reward structures off of that and get your way up the milestone so you can get her. Thursday is the Escape Velocity spin campaign energy. So I think this is just kind of tying in like on the web store probably. So daily web milestone. And then we got the Incursion Raids that we talked about coming up on Wednesday. New Strike Pass coming up, and I guess it's because he's the feature character, which I didn't pay attention to, which is the Iron Fist, World War II Iron Fist. And then this is the, I guess, subject to change, is the Legendary Nova, where that second event, as Darth or Dell was speaking of, that one's gonna come through, but it is a shorter time frame, so be mindful of that and just pay attention to the expiration of how many days you have to run the second one for the leaderboards. And that's kind of it. I mean, there's nothing else that kind of hits too much on here. It's just the usual Fridays where you get the quick rumble blitz, Master of Evils, Chaos Theory for your flash event. And but there's something, I don't know if this is it right here. You tell me, Dale. There was something that kind of, you know, kind of irked you a little bit about the gold orbs. Is that on this
That's the
Friday?
that's the the Gwenpool event.
It is the Gwenpool. Okay,
Yeah, you have to open. So it's just open event orbs. So those are the orbs you have to spend gold to open.
gotcha. That's how it all
So it's like,
ties in. Okay, so the
so it's like
gold.
that Piggy Carter event.
Okay,
Um, so hopefully, I think they go over the orbs in the blog. Hopefully the orbs are better than the Peggy Carter orbs, because they were absolute garbage and not worth the gold. But if I remember the event wasn't so bad shard wise. So hopefully it's the same with her. Because I'm not buying characters anymore because it's too expensive.
hmm
And I like the new warrior team, but they're outside of Crucible, they don't seem that usable.
yeah. I tried to test them on our latest war, and I got slapped. I think by Gamma or somebody, but yeah, what it ties into to the point you're kind of making as far as on the gold orbs, I think this is the big event, if anything, as far as milestone events, because this also ties into a leaderboard, I believe, when I read it. So the heavier you're grinding at it, and of course they talk about how you can get some high value T2 level 5 ions. Okay, but we'll wrap it up there. So that's all on the horizon. Definitely, I mean, overall, I guess as we kind of close it off here
Can
for you
I
two.
bring up a good point?
What's that?
A citing point. Kang is coming to Orbs this week.
Oh yeah,
And I have almost 400 premium orbs.
Holy
About
shit.
15 mega orbs. And God knows how many Ultimus orbs. So I'm excited.
yeah, man, you should
Fuck
be.
that. You know what,
Get
dude?
crap.
I have. That's nothing. I have 0 premium orbs, 0 mega orbs, and 0 Ultimus orbs. Boom.
Just
God, how do
Kang
you
and
do
Iron
that,
Fist
Bell?
are coming to the orbs. So that's 2 more older
How in the
characters out the
world
mega
do you
orbs.
do that?
Yeah, so you got a double one. So you talked about, yeah, Kang and Iron Fist. For all you know, you may get nothing but Iron Fist charts. I'm just joking. Hopefully not. But yeah, Iron Fist and Kang are the ones that are availability. They're jumping into all those orbs that you heard Dale has stockpiled. And
Fun. That's a fun opening.
yeah, definitely, man. Have fun with that. Good luck with it. Hopefully, I can start seeing your little banner at the bottom about him.
Let's see a 7-star Kang out of that. If you did that, that might make me hoard. If you got your Kang all the way to 7 stars, it
That would
might
be
make
nice.
me stop opening fucking orbs because that would be amazing. So
Yeah, no, good call out on that. The other aspect is Korg. I forgot. So Korg is going to be the other side of the second character for that Nowhere team.
The
So
other
yeah,
bit
Monday.
of news I think people should just be aware of is wars changing this week. So the big thing will be if you see Black Order on defense, be careful
Hmm.
because they'll get a big boost.
Oh, our alliance is ready for that. We'll be ready. Sarcastic.
we're fucking war hardy.
Okay, but yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. If anything, we'll definitely move ours over to defense in preparation for that. And all right, but yeah, till then, catch y'all next Sunday. Appreciate all those that have been joining and watching the shows. And on Twitch, we'll continue to kind of move into maybe some small gameplay here, figure something out on the, kind of do something to kind of end our Twitch stream. But take care, YouTubers. Y'all have a good one. Catch y'all next week. Bye bye.